Welcome back to another video, my powerful MBP family. Welcome back. Welcome back. Boy, today I don't know where to begin. What do I talk about today, my powerful people? Should I talk about the young man shot on TikTok? On live TV? On a live show? Or am I going to be talking about doctors on sick out? My God in heaven, what is going to be next? What is going to be next? I keep saying it, guys. I said, common sense isn't common anymore at all. People, they feel like they go out and they feel, I don't know what's going on. I saw the video. I was talking to somebody yesterday and she said, after I went live when I went to get the fish, and I came home and we had some stuff to do. I have to do the unboxing for the supplies of the teachers. And the teacher was here with me and she said, did you see where a TikToker got killed on live? And I said, no. And I went in and I looked and I saw the video. And, I just can't understand it. And the thing about it is, like, we're not changing our attitudes, we're not changing our behaviors. We're not doing anything differently. We're just going on, rolling down like an empty barrel, just rolling down. And we're not learning anything from anything at all happening around us. And it just aches my heart, because a lot of our young people, that's all they gravitate to. TikTok has no filter. And parents are sitting down and they're watching and they kids are right there with them. And there's no filter. Guys, do you remember days gone by when people couldn't even say damn? Damn was a taboo word on the airwaves. And now when you listen to how Jamaicans taught the dirty bad word them, if them now cuss the dirty bad word them, forget the views, them not feel good. It's like they have no respect for themselves anymore, no respect for anyone. Little kids are standing there. Yesterday I was doing the fish, and the little kids are there. Kayla was there. There was another family there with a young man, and the people just cussing the word. I'm like, and one lady was saying to me, my God, they can't even respect that the little kids are here. So you cannot tell your kids anymore, don't listen to this, don't listen to that. Because wherever they go, they are not protected from it. No matter where they are not protected from it. They take taxes, they bleed, nobody give a rat's behind anymore as to what they say, when they say it, how they say it, why they say it. And so you wonder, what is this world becoming? Parents who should know better, and, they are feeding into the same things. The things that were being said in that TikTok. I was on TikTok, guys, for a quick minute. I went to TikTok because in my head I was thinking, oh, everybody talking about TikTok, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I said, I have the YouTube channel and it's coming, it's growing little by little. It's growing, it's coming. And I thought, okay, let me go on TikTok. And, I was on Facebook first some years ago and would post the videos and I would go on Facebook. But within like a month when I was on Facebook, I'm getting calls through my laptop, through my computer. I said, what the hell? Male persons were calling me through my computer. What the heck? I didn't ask for anyone's call. I didn't care for anyone's call. And I just shut down Facebook. I said, no way. I don't care if my videos don't get seen. I know my little Terry, and she used to put the videos over there. I don't know if she still does, but I just shut down the account. Went to TikTok because I'm saying, if I go on TikTok and I'm able to gain some followers, then I would be able to promote my YouTube channel. So silly me. TikTok It's not for no long watching anything. TikTok is for the quick fix. Anything to get a laugh and keep moving. And so, as I go on there, they look at my picture, they, oh, I'm a single father raising a child. Oh, my wife died. So many. Every time you go in, you're getting messages from unwanted, like, I didn't ask. I didn't say I was looking for love in any wrong place or right place. I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking at all. And whether they see you wearing a ring or not wearing a ring or doing whatever, they still putting these things in your face. There's no respect. There's no anything. There are no boundaries. And this is what I would say to the parents, that you have to be more vigilant, man. We allow our kids to just be out there. Remember in school, they were picking up all these challenges that they were putting out there. Now they have all these dance challenges and you dance and people love it and they, And then you have the other challenges which were destructive. So destructive. I remember kids coming to the school and tearing up the bathroom. Tearing up the bathroom because they're following these challenges into video and put out there. They don't stop to think that I tear up the bathroom, it's my classmates and myself who will suffer. Because when we tear up the bathroom, tear out the toilet, tear out the sink, then we're not going to have anywhere to use the bathroom. So we used to just lock our bathrooms downstairs. Because while they tore them up upstairs, we said, no, not going to come downstairs to use these. You tear them up there, do without. It's just sad to know that instead of us getting better, we're just getting worse. And we're hurting ourselves and we don't even have the common sense to see how much we're hurting our own selves. We're tearing down ourselves and we don't even see it. We can't see it because we're not looking to see. We're just surging forward. We're not thinking for ourselves. We're making all sorts of everything else think for us. And the excuses just make you want to barf when parents are sitting there making excuses for the bad things their children are doing. And they do the bad things until they keep on crossing the red line and crossing the red line and crossing the red lines until the words out of their mouths become their own demise. It was so hard as you hear in the background people running and and then somebody came and closed the screen. In real time, guys. I don't know. I didn't feel bad when I took my son's phone and just throw it somewhere. I remember I bought him a little Game Boy or something it was called, and bought him a few games with it, and I said, Christopher, this doesn't go to school. And Christopher brought it to school. Yeah, he brought it to school. He didn't put it in his book bag and brought it to school. Brought it to school and the little girl stole it from his book bag. I don't know if he showed it to her. I don't know what happened. I didn't even ask. But he went to school with it and the little girl decided to take it. Take it home with his 3 games and wouldn't return it. I reached out to the mother and I said, your daughter did take my son's thing and I'm just asking you to return it. 3 days passed, nothing. Total ignore. 4th day come, nothing. So the 5th day I called her back and I said, I spoke to you very calmly and you have done absolutely nothing. I'm not going to fight with you. I'll just call the police to deal with it. All of a sudden I'm the bad person. Oh, you effing mother effer this, mother effer that. For you two would have called the police and a little child. I said, well, your child is a thief. Because if I ask you and yours a mother didn't intervene, you are sitting there knowing you didn't buy the item for the kid, knowing it's not hers. You see her come on with that kind of a gift. You know it's not hers. It was not given to her. She took it. And you encourage it in your home. What am I supposed to do? I cannot fight with you. So I'll get the law enforcement to fight for me. Quick and fast, she was at my door with the thing. I didn't ask her for it because I wanted my son to have it. I wanted it back because when it came back, and some of you might say, oh my God, you're too much or what. But when it came back, because my son chose to not listen, I threw it right in the wall. And I said, son, when I speak to you, I speak to you for a reason. If I say don't bring this to school, it's not something that should go to school. It's not a learning thing. It's something when you have your downtime at home, you can use it and enjoy it. But when you choose to not listen, son, then you know what? You don't deserve this. And I broke it. I broke it because if I left him with it, what is it going to be next time? They're going to take it, and when he tries to get it, they beat him up? No, I prevented those things. And so he didn't have it, he can bring it to school. But some of us as parents, we sit down and we look, we see what TikTok is doing, and we encourage our kids on there. We're encouraging them on these things. And we don't know, we're not watching our kids 24/7, so we don't know what they're saying to people, how they're relating to people, what they're doing behind our backs. We don't know, we don't want to know because we're too busy involved in it as well. Today, these kids are so slick. Even you have a Go Guardian program where you can monitor what they're doing. And those kids know how to bypass the link to go into the program so you can watch it. And they're doing what they do, how they do it, where they do it, just as if it's normal. And while you're there looking at Go Guardian and see nothing going on, they are there having good fun, recklessly endangering themselves. So today my heart goes out. I don't know what kind of parents they had, but either way, my heart goes out to them because one of the things in life, when you have to bury someone, it's that immediate amount you have to find. To feed a kid every day, you give them a little something to eat. Get up in the morning, they get the cereal, they get some fruit or something. Not bad. The evening they come home, you make the dinner, whether it's mac and cheese, whoever wants to do that, rice and beans, rice and pea, rice and chicken, whatever. But that meal costs like what? Maybe 500 Jamaican dollars? So maybe 1,000? But when you have to bury a child, how many hundreds of thousands you have to come up with at once for the funeral home, for the grave site, for people digging this, for da-da-da-da-da-da. How much more you have to spend for these things? And yet we just live carelessly like, it's okay. And then now you have the doctors who are on sick out. They're on sick out, your child gets hit or shot, or who is going to be there to take care of them? Right now, if they're on sick out, I'm sure there are some people who will go to the hospital and have no care. Some will get care. But I guarantee you that most of us on the bottom of the totem pole will be getting turned away. And the sagas continue. It's a never-ending story. You have people who are of vital importance to a country. Vital importance when it comes to your law enforcement, when it comes to your doctors, when it comes to your teachers, your nurses. They are the pillars of your country. They are needed all the time. Your farmers. People have to eat. People have to be taught. They have to be educated. People have to be taken care of when they're sick. And people's sickness have to be diagnosed. They also need protection. Why can't the government understand that these people, they shouldn't have to even ask you? As soon as, and they're asking, they're putting it before you, you're ignoring. They have to go another distance, you're ignoring. And you make it reach to a point where they have to have a sick out. What are you saying about the respect for your people? I don't understand it. Because at the end of the day, you know that these things need to be done. So why are you prolonging it? Why are you making all of this problem to have things backed up? When they come out again, all of those who would have been taken care of yesterday, today, are now sitting there backed up to be dealt with. That's why Jamaica is the way it is. We're talking about the foreigners coming in and the foreigners doing and the foreigners, but we're not looking at what our own government is doing to its people. We're not looking at that. We out there, we're blaming, the people who are the pillars. They are the pillars, they're the anchors. When you look at how policemen are treated, today I saw something, I didn't go looking for it, it just came up as I was, and one of them wrote some person a ticket or something, and the words and the way they stand and cuss. Years ago, you respected police officers. I don't care who they are, because the good and the bad are going to have to mix and stay together. And at the end of the day, when you're attacked, when you're robbed, when you're are threatened, it's them who have to come to your side before you can see a doctor, a nurse, or anybody. It's them who are running. The gunshots are firing, it's them running into it. It's them. Cars crash on the street, it's them running to your aid. And yet the disrespect, it makes one cringe. The kind of disrespect that these people in their uniforms have to put up with. We break the law, but we don't want the consequence. My good God. My good God, what is happening to little Jamaica? What, don't we see what's going on? Don't we see what's going on? It doesn't faze us. We just sit back and it's okay. Where is the respect? I was born in the 60s, 1960 to be exact. And the respect we had for teachers. I look back, and teachers were dressed in their nice little, you'd call them uniforms, nice little skirts and their nice little mint color shirts or button-down shirts. And they look so uniformed and so decent. They look so nice when they stand in the classroom to teach you. Were so well poised and they took their job. Some of them, there was no degree. A lot of them, a lot of young ladies and men in my school, they were allowed to stay in the school until they were 18. So when they got to be 15 and to leave, they didn't have to leave. The principal allowed them to stay there, take their lessons, pass their JSC subjects. And if they did well enough and she observed them, she would hire some of them to teach right there in that school. So they would get their chance to teach right there in that school. They got their training, they work with other teachers, and they learned to write their lesson plans. They knew what was expected of them, and they got to stay right there and make a living. Eventually, they would go off to teachers' colleges and continue in their education field. And whether or not we knew them in the 9th grade, I didn't go to 5th grade. I went to 6th grade, and then from 6th grade, the principal took 6 of us and skipped 7th and 8th. My God, what a skip. And put us in the 9th grade with these big kids. And the expectation was that she said we had the ability to learn. And so the expectation was that we're doing exactly what what they're doing. The same work they're doing, we had to go there and perform. And so, but the respect was just there. I remembered Miss Elsa Smith. She was my second grade teacher. My God, they're all in their little skirts, pencils, whatever skirts. And they're all wearing those soft color shirts. Whether it was the yellow, the canary yellow, or the soft butter yellow, and the baby blues, and they had those nice 3/4 sleeve shirts back then, and all of them would be dressed out. The little skirts and the nice button-down shirts. And when you see them on the road, you respect them. And when they come, you grab their hands, you want to hold their hands and walk with them. And it was so beautiful. But then as we continue, like, there's so much change, and you had those who until you look at sometimes and the teachers going to school and you say, oh my God, who are the children looking up to? Why has so much changed? Because people just feel like I should do what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it, where I want to do it. No, when you teach children, you are the parents for those heap of hours. They're with you waking hours. They're with us in the classroom for more hours than they're with the parents. They go home, they eat dinner, and quick, they go on to bed. But they're with us in the classroom from 8 in the morning all the way to 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the evenings. So we as educators have a big role as well to help get these kids believing in themselves, to do the right things, to speak the correct way, to love and respect. But teachers are yelling, I don't care. Teachers are out there, oh, this one little girl that with my man said they might come out and a fight. Taxi drivers are blaring the ugly raw charm music. Children are not wanting to drive in any slow vehicle or any vehicle without the load. My God, the things they say in those things, and they like it. The disrespect they give to women, and they like it. They just like it. And you wonder, aren't they thinking? Aren't you thinking and understanding that is belittling you? And you like it? If you come in the vehicle and it's not loud enough and raw enough, you're not taking the vehicle. And our little ones have lost their innocence. And it's sad. And everywhere you go, your heart is in fear. Yes, you have God with you. Thank God there's a God who protects and looks over and guides and all those things. But guys, we can do better. We can do better. Jamaica, we need to do better, man. We need to do better. My God, it would be such a nice thing if everybody is just getting along. And if there's disagreements, it's okay too. But we don't have to kill one another. We don't have to maim one another. We don't have to make it so bitter and ugly. The policemen have to do their duties, guys. We are supposed to support the policemen in the communities. We are supposed to encourage them so they want to come in our communities and to make sure that we're okay. What is so hard? Why is it that we're showing our children how it is that we should be disorderly and disrespect law? If we become lawless, it's going to be hell to pay. We're doing the wrong things, but when the consequence comes, we cuss and we behave like we were doing what's right. We don't have the love, the kind of temperament to say, officer, I'm sorry, I shouldn't part this one, I shouldn't do that, I shouldn't do that. But officer, next time I will do better. No way. Everybody puffing up and everybody angry and everybody just going after everybody. You go in the supermarkets and one, oh, and I saw a clip where a lady, people are angry and they're out there. The lady went in and she asked for the bag that she did her buying, and people are behind her. And the bags are goods and they put it in a plastic. And then she turned and said, oh, no. After they finished packing it, I don't want plastic bags, I wanted paper. And after the things were taken out of the plastic bag, without confrontation, and placed in paper bags, she had another problem. Oh, now how am I going to lift these things in a paper bag? And this is how we go out there and we push people's buttons and we push the buttons and we keep pushing. Because when we don't get the reaction we're looking for, because we're bitter, We get up and we're bitter. We can't stop and thank God for life. Thank God for my family. Thank God for providing. Thank God for providing. We can't stop and thank Him for nothing because we wake up with the anger and the bitterness. Guys, I'm saying, instead of being so angry, stop and say, thank you, Lord. Stop, look at your situation. It could have been worse, and say, thank you, Lord. Say, thank you, Lord. Because believe me, you look at some places and it's worse. You look in Haiti where they gather them and they burn them. It can be, listen, we don't need Jamaica to become that. Jamaica is so diversified today that, my God, I sometimes wonder if I'm in Jamaica. So many different nationalities in Jamaica. And it must mean that Jamaica has been a nice place to want to come. So why can't we all just enjoy it? Just enjoy it. Just enjoy Jamaica, guys. Just enjoy it. Let us listen and follow directions. There's a reason why we have law in place. Laws were created from day one. They are there for our safety, to protect us, to protect our families. When Christ says thou shalt, when God said thou shalt not, it was because He wanted us to love and respect each other. That's what all He wanted. Give Him His due respect and respect one another. Guys, please, Jamaica is better than all this. Please, parents, be aware of what your children are doing. Be aware of what they're doing on social media. The Chinese put TikTok in place and there's no filter, there's no guidance. At least YouTube put some things in place and there's some things you can't say and do on YouTube. You'll get clipped. I notice now the words, the profanity. They think that, oh, it's a good thing, it's selling. But I know in time YouTube is going to do that sweep when they clean again, and some things will get cleaned out. If you're on the platforms, guys, you're on it for a reason. You're not wasting your time to showcase a video just because you have the time to do it. You're showcasing it because everybody's looking for a dollar bill. And if you're in Jamaica, you make 200 on YouTube. My God, that's about 30,000, right? So why not let's do it the right way? You get a bigger audience if you just get on the grind and market your videos. I get laps in my thing, You're out there, you can promote your videos, promote them, and bring attention to your channel. When you have decent things, if more people were appreciating decent videos or decent content, it would have been so much better because more people would be doing that instead of doing the negatives and talking the negatives. But you'll put out a religious video, nobody watches it. You talk about so and so, guys, we need to do better. You give some sound advice, common sense advice. Nobody wants to hear it, nobody wants to see it. You get a couple views here, you get some few views there. Nobody wants it. And so today, as I tell you, is it the doctor striking? I know how devastating it's going to be for those who are sick and need the care of a doctor. Or is it the guy who was killed right there on TikTok, right there in real life, in real time? We got to do better, people. We got to do better. We are creating a sinkhole for ourselves. All of us gonna just roll down in it. We have nothing to grab onto to come out. We are just gonna just fall right down in there.